guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am really excited because I started to do my foundation, and I'm going to actually be using quite a few new products today. I was so generously given a NARS package from one of my friends who actually works for the company, and she has said such great things about this new foundation, which is called the NARS Cosmetics. Oh no, what is this called? The Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Sorry, I was reading the bottom, which has like, I think where it's manufactured. I don't know. Anyway, so it's this guy here. And oddly enough, I mean, when new foundations come out, like, I'm on board. I mean, I'm not necessarily 100% on board because I either like it or I don't like it. But what I mean by that is I usually try them out really quick. Like, foundations are what I try. I mean, I try all of makeup, let's get real. But especially with foundations, when a new one comes out, like, I am ready to try it. I am ready to see, like, is this, you know, a new holy grail, or is the hype not as real as I thought? You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm super shocked that I have not used this yet, but I'm going to use it today. And I actually started to put it on, and I thought, why not film a first impressions? Duh. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do right now. And I'm so excited because already I have to tell you, it's amazing. It's so good. So I've only put on just a super thin layer. I literally was putting it on and I was like, I need to film this. What's wrong with me? So anyway, I do have on like I said, a pretty thin little layer, and I am so impressed. Like, I hate to sound cliche. I have a mirror over here, obviously. I hate to sound cliche, but like, I'm shook. Like, this is amazing. It is so good. So basically what we're going to do is like a first impression slash just kind of a catch up and a get ready with me, because it has been a while. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I've been so busy, so I haven't been able to film, and you know, being in front of the camera is something that I really enjoy, especially because after I launch a video, like, I get comments or I get text messages, and it's really cool to see that you guys are loving them, and it's kind of like your form of interacting with me, so it's been really great. Anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about this foundation and finish getting ready. So I'm in the shade Punjab, and I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we're going to pretend that I am. Oh, you know what? I just got this little headband thingy. I'm not a huge fan of cats, but I did get this little headband because I don't always want to wear my hair in a ponytail, and let's get real, I like can't always find them. So we're going to use this to, put back our hair. There was this super cute one with like little balls right here. It looked like a little teddy bear, but it also had on like these super 90s chokers, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the 90s and I love a good choker, but that's what she said. Anyway, it just that really with the price, like, you were buying the little necklaces, and I was like, I don't really need those. So anyway, I got this one. Where's the little tag for it? So $2.88, super good deal, obviously. I've seen these at like Forever 21, and they're probably double, if not triple that price. So I was like, okay, this is cool. Don't love cats, but it has pearls. It's gold. You can't really go wrong. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're going to go ahead and go with this. Okay, so moving on. Also, you guys are going to realize that when it's been a while and I haven't been in front of the camera, like, it's scatterbrain time, and I have no idea what's going on, but hopefully it makes sense. So anyway, what I was going to say is I do have a haul coming up. I might have to film two of them because they're pretty big, and I don't want you guys to have to sit around for like 30 minutes, which I don't know, maybe you guys like, let me know. But I'll probably be filming a haul, if not this evening, then for sure tomorrow. And then I have a huge package coming in on Friday. Hopefully my husband doesn't see this. But anyway, I do have some more items coming in on Friday, so it might be 2. I don't know. Stay tuned. Anyway, okay, so let's get to this foundation. So like I said, I just put it on literally right before I turned on the camera. So like 2 minutes ago, or whenever, you know what I mean. So as soon as I was putting it on, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this just melts into my skin. And I was kind of like, is the majority of the product sticking to the brush? But then I was like, no, because I'm getting such great coverage. So as you guys can see, like, it almost just disappears. Like, I'm really doing no buffing, but it is going into the skin and it just looks so, so good. The other thing that I'm noticing is I almost feel like I don't need concealer because it is giving me such great coverage. And normally it's kind of weird because when I put on my foundation, I usually stay away from my under eye because obviously that's where I'll put my concealer. But I think since this was so thin and lightweight and just comfortable, I was going underneath my eye, like literally just, I don't know, by like a quick habit, it just kind of happened. And I feel like you can almost use this as your concealer. I mean, I'm sure like if you really did not get sleep, you're raging the day before, and you're really dark underneath, like it's very possible you're gonna need a little bit of concealer. But I'm gonna honestly use this as my concealer today. Yeah, I mean, I have not done that as far as like used my foundation as my concealer in such a long time, but I feel like with this you can do that, which is really nice because, you know, if you're traveling and you don't want to have to take a ton of product, you could get away with just this foundation, which is always a plus. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking a sponge. I was going to say a little sponge, but this is not little. I'm using a sponge. Get your shit together. And I am just seeing if you could go in and add a little bit of extra coverage if, you know, that's what you're wanting for whatever reason. And it looks like you can, which is really nice. Guys, this foundation is so, like, literally my mirror over here, it is lit up and it literally looks like I have a filter on, and I don't. I mean, I'm going to get in a little bit close so you guys can see that. So it may look, I don't know if you can see my neck at all. It may look a little bit light to my neck, but I do have on a little bit of self-tanner still on my body. And my face is definitely, you know, it's been washed off as I exfoliate and do peels and whatnot. So I don't have the same, sorry, I'm like all over the place. This is literally so good. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed. If you have not tried out this foundation, get your life together. No, I'm just kidding. But if you've not tried this, honestly, give it a go. It is so amazing. I mean, I know it's just foundation. I get it, but I can't even. Okay, we're moving on because this is amazing. So far, so good. In the description box down below, I will definitely let you guys know like a midway update. Like, okay, so 6 hours into the day, it completely changed. I hate it. Or midway into the day, it looks just as good. I have no idea, but stay tuned. So in the description box, like I said, I will update. And it'll probably say like update or, you know, something along those lines. And I will let you guys know how I'm feeling about this a couple hours down the road. But as of right now, honestly, it is freaking amazing. I'm so impressed. If you guys have used this, let me know what your guys' thoughts are so far. I remember seeing a couple videos of people talking about this, but I mean, it's been so long. Like I said, like, I don't know why I've waited so long to try that. I don't remember what they were saying. I would assume that they liked it because it's freaking bomb. If they didn't, they crazy. Okay, so like I said, I just use that foundation as my concealer, which feels a little bit weird. I'm not used to that. I'm definitely used to using a good concealer. But it just gave me such great coverage that I didn't really feel like it was necessary. Okay, so I am setting underneath my eye. I'm using the Cover FX. I pumped my foundation on the back of that. Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. Translucent Light is the color, which is obviously just the clear version. And I can't help but smiling. This foundation is insane, guys. Like, honestly, pause this video, go get it. Ugh, So pretty. So normally when I'm using another foundation, I, at this point, will be like, okay, so I definitely want to put powder here. I definitely want to put powder there, just to give me that little bit of extra coverage. But like right now, I feel like that's not even necessary. Like, it looks that freaking good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to use the Clinique Transparency number 3. You guys already know, I talk about this probably in every single video. It's so good. And so what I do is, you guys know, I just tap it in. Okay, so you guys already know this process. This is my same process. Let's see, what's new? So like I said, I have either 1 or 2 future hauls coming at you guys. So that'll probably be up probably by Friday. If I decide to wait on my package, then, you know, just shortly after that. We do have Adam's birthday, we have our anniversary, we have a Vegas trip, we have a concert we're going to. So I have a lot going on. I'm going to try and pre-film a couple videos for you guys. That way I'm not gone for too long. So we'll see about that. So that is also what's going on. And yeah, I had school. You guys already know about that. And other than that, I mean, things have been just busy. I feel like time is just flying by and I'm just along for the ride. Honestly, last night we went and got new phones. I feel so bad. So we went and got new phones yesterday, and we were looking at S9s. Yeah, S9s. And we were almost all the way done, right? And the guy was like, oh, go get cases, blah, 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 if that's what you're wanting. And of course, you need a case. So I was like looking at the cases, and of course I find like the most expensive one. It was like a Kate Spade or something, but it's super, super cute. Oh, actually, it's right here. So this is my new case. It's Kate Spade, and then these are our new phones. This is the S9. Whoa, what's on there? Like, is there anything inappropriate or weird? So yeah, these are our phones, and I'm super, super obsessed already. So yeah, we went and got new phones, and we got the new S9s. So we went and looked at the cases and whatnot, and I felt so bad because my husband came back with 2 cases, and I was like, really, just choose a freaking case. And he was like, so he was talking to the guy, and he was like, what's the difference between an S9 and an S9 Plus? And the guy was like, really, the biggest difference is the S9 Plus has a bigger screen. And we didn't see that one, which in our defense, we also were not told about that one, but it was totally on us. Like, we should have kept looking. Anyway, so we're almost done transferring our phones, right? So he's gotten all the data, all of that. And so we're like, can we look at the S9 Plus? We just want to see. We're probably not going to do it, but can we just see it? And he was like, yeah, sure. Totally cool, right? And I mean, at least he was cool. He probably hates us. I would totally hate us, but I was like, I'm going to have this phone for a couple years, so I want it to be the one that I love. Anyway, so what am I looking for? I'm looking for, what? Bronzer? Yeah, we're going to do bronzer right now. Which one do I want to use? I'm going to use this one. Okay, so anyway, we were looking at the cases. He grabbed 2 of them. He grabbed the S9, S9 Plus, my husband. And so we go and look at the S9 Plus. The guy goes to show us. And so we look at the screen, and it's like a pretty good size. I don't remember the exact inch difference, but it was a pretty good size difference. And with my new career, not only just YouTube obviously, but with my actual career that I'm pursuing, it would be nice to have a larger screen. So we were like, are you gonna hate us if we like the S9 Plus? And he was like, no, not at all. Like, I thought you guys saw this one. Sorry about that. And we were like, no, we are so sorry. Like, this is totally on us. We didn't see it. But, you know, to be honest with you, if we're going to have this phone for a couple years, we want it to be the phone that we like really, really like, you know? And he was like, yeah, no, I totally understand. So anyway, we're, like I said, just about done getting everything transferred. And he's just like kind of finalizing the paperwork. And I was like, my husband and I both were like, I think we're going to do the S9 Plus. And so he ended up switching everything over. We felt so awful. But at the same time, I was like, you know, please know that we wouldn't do this just to be assholes. Like, we're truly doing this because we just prefer it. And like, we didn't see it. Anyway, we felt so bad. So we went and bought him dinner. Adam brought it back to him, which he was like, no, you guys don't have to. And I was like, no, like, we feel so bad. But, you know, like, please know that this is the, oh, hello, sorry, totally in the frame. Please know this is the only reason why. Like I said, we just really wanted to love the phone. Anyway, so it ended up working out and whatnot. But that was the other thing that took up so much time, is getting these new phones, switching it over twice, our bad. Yeah, it was quite the process. But anyway, we ended up getting the phone we wanted, which was really nice. But yeah, so we've been doing that, and I've just still been playing with makeup and, you know, really trying to brainstorm. It's kind of fun because, you know, whenever I go makeup shopping, do I need any of it? Absolutely not. But, you know, it's part of being somebody who loves makeup, you know, for girls and guys. Like, if you love makeup, you love makeup. And a lot of the times I just buy things to collect them. That's what I say anyway, but my husband's like, no, you just have shopping issues. Anyway, so yeah, when I'm going and I'm like makeup shopping, or I'm thinking about, you know, what I potentially want to buy, it truly is for my channel. I think, okay, I can speak to this on my channel, or you know, I could do like a first impression, or I think about my channel a lot, and I know that I have like 50 subscribers, if that, but at the same time, you know, I want it to be fun content, and I want to talk about current products. So that was the other reason why I was excited to film this first impression. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so I literally am so obsessed with this foundation. Like, I feel like I keep just buffing product on because I'm like, oh, my skin looks so airbrushed and so amazing. Ooh, there was somebody walking by. I have my window open so that I can get some outside lighting, and apparently there's just like a lot of traffic around here because so many people go by. I meant to finish my eyes before I got on here, but I forgot to do my bottom shadow and mascara. Okay, so looking like, this foundation is so comfortable. It literally looks so good. I'm hoping you guys can see that on camera, but if you guys have not tried it, I do definitely recommend it. Like I said, I will keep you guys updated. I'm combination more on the oily side as far as skin type goes, and so far, so good. I'm super excited about this. My mom's been wanting to find a like staple product, so I will have to tell her about this. And I'm so excited because I was at Ulta the other day and I noticed that their NARS selection has definitely grown. So that's kind of cool. That way you can get, you know, your points and use your credit card if you have the credit card. And it's kind of cool because if you have the credit card, you I think you earn double points with each purchase, which is always nice. Okay, so I have a little bit of shimmer that fell on my complexion, so I'm going to wipe that down in just a second. It's so funny because this morning as I was getting ready, I was like, oh, I'm going to do something natural. And I really was starting to do something very natural. And then the glitter came out, the sheen, like the topper came out, and I was just like, okay, this isn't natural anymore. Whatever. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of highlighter and then figure out what I'm going to put on my lip. I have literally no idea. But anyway, yeah, so what I was saying is I kept telling myself, like, oh, we're going to do natural. Like, I'm literally going to be helping my mom pack in like an hour. They just bought a house, so yeah, I'm literally just going to be packing, helping her pack. Okay, you guys get it. I don't know why I keep repeating myself. Okay, so right now I'm using the Emery Anastasia highlighter. And okay, so here's the deal on this. When I first got it, yes, I liked it, but I wasn't like overly impressed with it. And I don't know if you just kind of need to get that top layer that's overly soft off, and then you get like the extra good formula underneath. I don't know what it is, but now, touching up my wing. I get really quiet when I do that. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Now I cannot put that highlighter down. So I don't know. Let me know if it was just me, but like I said, with that first layer, I was like, okay, it's pretty. Yeah, I like it, but I wasn't like, oh my God, this is amazing. Now I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I like to put this brow gel on my brow. Obviously, that's where it goes. But because it's just a little bit lighter than my actual brow, so it gives it some really, really great dimension. Yeah. I did also use a new brow product today, and I'm still filling it out. It's definitely a little bit more bold than what I'm used to doing, but I think I like it. I'm going to try it a couple more times and let you guys know. This is the old packaging. This is the Browsings by Benefit. I believe their new one, this is their brow powder, which is this guy. I oddly have two of the same color, so I don't know how that came about. But anyway, I'm using this formula, and I think I'm liking it. Okay, so let's finish off with Lippy Loo Hoo. And talk about this foundation. So I am having a hard time talking while doing this. Let me just do my lip here. Okay, so what I was gonna say is I've been having a slightly hard time with foundation as far as it's kind of like the whole what's Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Like, one foundation is really great, but it's maybe just a little bit too matte. Another foundation is maybe a little bit too shiny midday. I'm filming. Another one is not enough coverage. What the heck? I swear, like, whenever I film, people are hitting me up, and I'm just like, girl, you know. Anyway, so I just feel like I'm just gonna do a basic. Cool. My lips are like super chapped. I just feel like I can't get the perfect foundation. You know what I mean? So what I'm noticing with this, like, this is everything that I'm looking for. Great coverage, a slight satin finish, but not like overly dewy. Because like I said, I am oily and I don't want to look too shiny. And I think I may have done that. Well, I didn't do it. NARS did it, but you know what I mean. Okay, so for just like a little touch up, I usually take a little bit of powder on just like a flat shadow brush is fine. And I just go around my nose because I get a little bit oily around here. And I like to make crazy faces. No, I just like to get a little bit of extra powder formula under there just in case I do get oily. It absorbs that and I don't look too shiny. Okay, so guys, this foundation is so good. Oh my gosh. I am seriously in love. I'm hoping, again, that's picking up pretty nicely on camera because it's gorgeous. Like, seriously, I'm so in love. So I did also use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I've been using this as my eyeshadow primer. Unfortunately, as a concealer, I'm so bummed, but it creases on me. I don't know what it is. I think it might just be too creamy. And like I said, I'm a little bit oily. And so I think just with the creaminess of this and then like the natural oils of my skin, it's just too much hydration. So I do crease and I already have a little bit of texture under there. So I don't want any more creasing. I am noticing, I don't know why I keep snapping. I do actually know why, because I'm very proud. My snap has gotten much louder. I don't know if it's because I've just been extra sassy lately and I've been snapping more, but I'm pretty proud of my newest snap. Anyway, I feel like Jeffree Star. Welcome back to my channel. What was I saying? I don't know. I am feeling like I want to pop a little bit of a like inner eye highlight right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. It's so funny. Every time I say certain words, I get an accent. I'm sure you guys have noticed. But specifically with the word highlighter and bronzer. And when I worked at Sephora, my boss at the time, I was talking to my mom on the phone. And I get off the phone and she's like, were you talking in an accent? I was like, oh yeah, you know, no big deal. It's just something me, my mom, and my sister do. And she's like, you're really good at it. And I was like, oh, thanks. And so I go on stage, and I don't know if I specified. This was when I was working at Sephora. And I think I did. Dude, I need to get my life together. I'm like, blah. Anyway, so I go on stage, and I walk up to this client because my boss was like, hey, can you assist her with the bronzer? And I was like, oh, excellent. And she was kind of like, okay, whatever, you know, to my accent. And so I walk up to this client and I was like, oh, so you're looking for a bronzer? And she was like, oh my gosh, you have an accent? Because I've helped her before. And I was like, no, I don't have an accent. And she was like, no, you do have an accent. And I was like, no, I do not have an accent. And I was meaning to like really enunciate myself. That way she knew like I clearly did not have an accent. And she was like, oh, she probably thought I was such a creep. And anyway, so luckily she let me assist her. And afterwards, I was like, I'm so sorry. And I have a tendency of like word vomiting. So I like had to share with her the full entire story. And she was like, oh, okay. She wasn't as into it as I thought she would be. And then after a while, she was like, that was actually pretty funny. So I was like, thank God she didn't think I was a psychopath. But anyway, with certain words, I have an accent. Or I don't have an accent, but you know what I mean. I end up getting an accent. So yeah, whenever I say bronzer and highlighter, my hair is a little light right here from too much highlighter, I think. I get an accent. So there's that. Overall, honestly, this foundation is insane. It's lit. No, I'm just kidding. It's so, so good. I'm obsessed with this foundation. I'm going to update you guys in the description box down below. So make sure you guys look at that. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm shook. I don't think I've ever used that word twice in the same sitting, but it is necessary. This foundation is so good. I think this is, so we're going on a trip. This has officially made it. I mean, unless it completely tanks midday, which I don't think it's going to, this has made it. And that's a big deal. That is a big deal, people. Okay, so wrapping up, foundation has been great. Concealer, I've been using this as an eyeshadow primer. I love it. I feel like the shadow blended amazing on top of it. I didn't set it, so once I buffed it in, I didn't set it with like a, you know, neutral shadow. I just go right in with the actual shadow that I'm using. I just feel like it sticks better because this is still a little bit, I don't want to say tacky, but it just adheres really nicely. Foundation has been amazing. I did hear that you do not want to use a silicone-based primer underneath that, which is totally fine because I'm not really crazy about those. I did use this. This is the Becca Instant Complexion Refresh First Light Priming Filter. I'm pretty sure this is water-based, but anyway, I use this and so far so good. Take a look in the description box in a couple hours after this video goes live. And like I said, I will update you guys. But that is everything. Hopefully this was fun and entertaining. Keep a lookout for that new haul that's going to be coming up in the next couple days. I have missed filming, so I'm going to be pre-filming a couple videos for you guys. And I think that's it. Don't forget, you guys know the drill. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, bell notifications so you guys don't miss a video. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye.